Before kingdoms fell by war, before crowns were shattered by swords, they fell by silence. Long ago, in a land blessed with fertile soil and ancient wisdom, there stood the great kingdom of Igbomina. Its walls were strong, its warriors fearless, and its markets alive with laughter and trade. Yet the true strength of Igbomina was not its army, nor its wealth. It was a drum. The people called it Àyàn Òrò. Carved from an Iroko tree older than memory itself, the drum was believed to carry the breath of the ancestors. Its skin was prepared through sacred rites, whispered only among chosen drummers of royal blood. When Àyàn Òrò sounded, kings were crowned. When it spoke, wars ended. When it fell silent, even the elders trembled. From generation to generation, the people repeated one truth: as long as the drum speaks, the kingdom lives. Because of this, Àyàn Òrò was kept inside a sacred shrine at the heart of the palace. No careless foot was allowed near it. No unclean hand could touch it. Day and night it was guarded with unwavering devotion. Among those guards was a man named Aremu. Aremu was not born into royalty. He was the son of a blacksmith, raised among fire, iron, and discipline. From childhood, he learned that duty mattered more than praise, and silence carried more weight than empty words. For 7 seasons, Aremu guarded the shrine without fault. He never slept on duty, never accepted gifts, never turned his back on the drum he had sworn to protect, until the final night of the dry season. That night, something felt wrong. The wind stopped moving. The insects fell silent. Even the moon hid behind clouds. As Aremu walked his familiar path, a quiet fear settled in his chest. He quickened his steps toward the shrine, his heartbeat growing louder with every breath. When he arrived, his world froze. The space where Àyàn Òrò once stood was empty. There was no broken door, no sign of struggle, only cold ash on the floor and silence. The drum was gone. Aremu dropped to his knees. His hands trembled as he touched the ground where the drum had rested for generations. In that moment, he understood what this loss meant. By dawn, panic had swallowed the palace. The king summoned the council at once. Elders gathered in tense circles. Priests cast cowries, whispering prayers through dry lips. Servants murmured in fear. The kingdom held its breath. Slowly, the elders turned their gaze toward Aremu. Only a guard could have entered the shrine unseen. Only a trusted man could have removed the drum. Only one man stood watch that night. Aremu spoke the truth. He swore by the ancestors that he did not take the drum. But truth is fragile when fear is loud. There was no trial, no patience, no deeper divination. Before the sun set, Aremu was stripped of his uniform, beaten before the palace gates, and banished beyond the red hills of Igbomina. As he walked away from the kingdom he had served with his life, thunder rolled behind him. That night, Àyàn Òrò did not speak. Days passed, then weeks. The rains did not come. The earth cracked beneath the sun. Crops withered in the fields. Children grew weak. Traders abandoned the roads. Enemies gathered at the borders, sensing the kingdom's weakness. Inside the palace, the king could no longer sleep. Each night, he dreamed of a drumbeat, faint, broken, coming not from the shrine, but from deep within the forest beyond the hills. The priests whispered among themselves. "The drum still lives," they said, "but it no longer belongs to us." Far away, beyond the kingdom's borders, Aremu lived in exile like a shadow. He survived through patience, memory, and restraint. Though cast out, his heart remained bound to the drum he had sworn to protect. One night, as he slept under ancient trees, he heard it. A drumbeat, weak but unmistakable. Aremu arose and followed the sound through the forest, deeper and deeper, until he reached an abandoned grove hidden by time itself. There, surrounded by charms and offerings, stood Àyàn Òrò. And standing before it was Chief Babaloru, the most powerful elder of the council, the loudest voice at Aremu's exile, the man who feared truth more than silence. Babaloru had stolen the drum to control its power, to rule without a crown, but the drum resisted him. Its rhythm was broken, its spirit restless. Because Àyàn Òrò did not answer to ambition, it obeyed only truth. Before dawn, Aremu returned to Igbomina. Hunger and despair had weakened the guards. No one stopped him as he entered the palace. He stood before the king and spoke calmly. He said he knew where the drum was. The elders laughed. Then the sound came. One deep, powerful beat echoed through the palace. The air trembled, the ground shook. Chief Babaloru collapsed as the truth revealed itself. He confessed before all. The drum was recovered and returned to its shrine. That day, clouds gathered over Igbomina. Rain fell upon the land for the first time in many moons. The people wept openly. The kingdom breathed again. The king knelt before Aremu and spoke with humility.
You guarded the drum when we failed to guard the truth.
Aremu was restored, not as a guard, but as keeper of the drum. And from that day, the elders taught a lesson never to be forgotten. A kingdom does not fall when enemies attack. It falls when truth is silenced. As long as Àyàn Òrò spoke, Igbomina lived.
Thanks for listening today. I'd really love to hear from you, so go ahead and comment below which story you want us to talk about next. Your ideas matter here. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who might enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel for more stories like this. I'll see you in the next one.